7-time Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year, 4-time Classic champion. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen.
I grew up in a fishing family, and some of my best memories are fishing with my brothers and sisters and my mom and dad. When I was really young, all I wanted to do was fish. I would ride my bike down the street, I'd knock on doors, ask for permission to fish their pond. It didn't matter. I just liked catching fish. I caught my first bass when I was 6, and I caught my first smallmouth bass when I was 7. Those two things changed my life. My first boat, just a 14-foot aluminum V-bottom boat, 7.5 horse Merc, and oars. That's all I had. And that changed everything. It gave me access to places that I never could fish before. My next upgrade was my first trolling motor. I had it on the back of the boat, and I learned real quick that boat control was everything. I'd run that trolling motor backwards and just be able to hold in the wind or keep me in a spot and make precise casts, and that's when I became a lot more efficient. When I was 14, I fished my first bass tournament with my brother. We ended up finishing second, won some money. It was just a whole new eye-opening experience to me, and I was hooked on competitive fishing. I kept fishing more tournaments. I fished the Michigan Bass Federation, and when I was 18, I won the Federation Angler of the Year. I grew up my whole life looking up at Rick Klon and Larry Nixon and Roland Martin and Hank Parker and all those guys, and I just had to go out and just see how good they were. So over the next few years, I fished a few invitationals, Lake Gunnersville, Bull Shoals, and I fished against my heroes. All these guys that I grew up watching on TV and watching on Bassmaster, and I was competing with them. In 1990, that's when I made the big jump. I had my life savings in the bank, ready to go. That first season on the Bassmaster Invitationals, I had a great year. I was first in the points, won Rookie of the Year, and qualified for the Bassmasters Classic my very first season. That qualified me to fish the BP Top 100s. And in 1992, the first year that I was eligible, I won my first Bass Angler of the Year title. That I'm like, yeah, I'm here. I can compete with these guys. I spent the next 33 years chasing down my dreams. Early in that time, I got married. We started a family and had twin boys. Over my career, I've drove over 1.4 million miles chasing my dream. And who knows how many miles over water. It was a lot of effort, but a lot of sacrifice. There were missed birthdays and anniversaries, had a lot of highs and had some lows. But thanks to my family, I knew I had their support, and that always fueled me. It fueled me to do things I never dreamed possible. I got to follow my dreams and catch a lot of them. And it wasn't just fishing on tour. I got immersed in an industry that I love, partnering along with the best companies in the industry. I helped design boats, making everything from crankbaits to rods and reels. Even worked with the engineers to develop the electronics to make me one of the best anglers in history. I've traveled to a lot of wild places and had some amazing adventures. In my career, I've caught a lot of bass. Won 7 Toyota Bass Angler of the Year titles. I've fished in 28 Bassmaster Classics, and I've won 4. I've been so fortunate to have a lot of great wins. There's one big thing, there's one trophy that I'm still missing. One big part of my career that I've not gotten to. It's the top of the mountain. And you know what it is? It's to say thank you to all the fans. First and foremost, I am a fan. I'm a fan of this sport. I love this sport. I love the people. And for everything that you've given me, thank you. I couldn't have scripted it any better. I appreciate each and every one of you, everything that you've done, all those letters, all the things that's happened over the years. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Everything that you've shown me and my family, the support as a fan, because I'm a fan first. This is the greatest sport on the planet, and it's because of you.
10-13.
Evan VanDam is your classic champion. He's done it.
And to my partners who supported me for all these years, to Humminbird and Minn Kota, thank you. To every bass fishing fan out there, thank you. It's meant the world to me. Sincerely, thank you.